Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, if you can't tell, I am back at the Florida outpost today, so we're going to be here for the next few days, but that's not going to stop our mission, because we've got a mission and we are driving forward, people. Alright, so today's content is a little sad. I'm going to be honest, I do not like reporting on these things, and I always like to give it at least 24 hours to kind of let it settle a little bit. But we're going to touch on the Russian incident that just happened in the school over there. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Now, really important thing I'm going to say here is this is about observing what's occurring, what could have prevented it, and what did not prevent it. This is not about the incident at all. So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk specifically about what occurred, what was in place to prevent it, and what the response has been, because there's a lot of tie-ins directly to the United States from the same things that we're seeing, and we're going to explore that in 1 second. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below, because I love hearing your guys' thoughts on this, because this really does, I mean, it's tragic, and I hate doing these things, because no one should have to deal with this. But the fact is, it is happening. And there's some things that we can look at and take from this. So, I got my handy dandy little CPU right here. So we're going to talk about a few things. I got everything in the description box below for your review. Let's dive in. All right. So, as you guys know, this happened in at least 7 children and 2 adults have been killed and around 20 more injured in a mass shooting at a school in the Russian city of Kazan. Now, I don't know where Kazan is, but they're saying it's about 500 miles from Moscow. Okay, fine. It's whatever. It's in Russia, right? Now, again, we're just like laying out what happened. A gunman attacked school number 175 in the city, around 500 miles east of Moscow, on Tuesday morning while hundreds of children were in classes. Armed with a semi-automatic shotgun and explosives. All right. This is the part where ABC loses a lot of credibility for me, because this is a quote from ABC. This is actually what they said. Okay? Although in recent years there have been a series of deadly attacks at schools by students in Russia, mass school shootings of the sort seen in the United States are rare, and this is already one of the most deadly. In 2018, an 18-year-old killed 20 people and injured a dozen more before killing himself at a school in Kerch in Crimea. Okay, that is so disgusting. First of all, it's not true. It's a disingenuous statement. Secondly, you are using an international incident, and because you know that Russia has really tight gun control laws, the person who wrote this article is basically saying, but it's different. So no, it's not the same, because they know it's the same. And that's a really big point here, and it's disgusting. And whoever wrote this article should be ashamed of themselves for that one. The other thing that they did here is they tied it to the United States, and the United States doesn't have a significant number of mass shootings. In fact, this person just referenced 2 that happened in Russia within the last 3 years. I thought, what's the point of doing that? If it was so terrible only in the United States and it's so rare, then why can you reference 2 in the last 3 years? Similar numbers in the United States. It's almost like this is a human problem, not a tool problem. But let's keep going, because now, this is the part that's really important, guys. Russian gun laws, federal gun laws, are incredibly tight. For example, here's what they actually said in the article. Russia has fairly tough gun laws, requiring potential owners to take classes and pass a series of tests, including medical and psychological examinations, before they can receive a license to buy smoothbore guns, such as shotguns. To buy a rifle requires another 5-year waiting period following that. So not only do they do psychological test, mental test, you have to pass the medical test, and you have to take classes and pass through the actual ratings of the actual test results. Then you can get a license to buy a shotgun or a smoothbore weapon, and then you have to wait 5 more years to get to a rifle. So they've got waiting periods, they've got tests, they've got background checks, they've got everything that the left here is diving after, okay? Russian officials say that the guy obtained a gun license last month, using it to buy the semi-automatic shotgun used in the attack. So this person passed through a psychological test, they passed the medical test, they passed the knowledge test, they passed all the proficiency tests, and they got the license, and they ended up getting a shotgun, which is a smoothbore weapon. The weapon used in this incident was a smoothbore weapon. It was a semi-automatic shotgun. It's almost like all you're doing is you're just making it harder for people to do what they want to do, because people are going to do what they want to do, because unfortunately psychos are going to psycho, okay? Now, this is the part where there's a direct tie into the United States. Tell me if you guys, in the comments, when you start hearing some very familiar things from the responses from the public officials in Russia. Putin's spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, said Putin had ordered the head of Russia's National Guard that oversees gun ownership to develop new rules for the type of weapons civilians are permitted to possess. Okay, 2. Head of Russia's parliament, not even going to try, Volodin, said it would meet next week to discuss measures for tougher control, including ensuring stricter background checks. They can have HR 8 and 1446. We aren't using it. And then the last one, Tatiana, nope. Russia's human rights ombudswoman called for the age for restricting firearms to be raised from 18 to 21, except for those with military experience. 18 to 21. Well, in the United States, you can buy a shotgun or a rifle at 18, and you can buy a pistol at 21. So that sounds like they have very similar laws that we do. In fact, they're much more draconian. So now that all those things are on the board, guys, why did it happen? I don't understand. If all of these things, because think about it, in the United States, the left is all about background checks, HR 8, 1446. They've got to hold gun manufacturers liable for everything that they've done and any one person that has any of their products has done. Then they pass a mental and a physical screening. Then they pass testing and laws. Then they get a shotgun. I don't understand. Why are all these things that the left wants to do here not working here? They've had 2 in the past 3 years, much more intense than ours. It's almost like the laws are not going to stop these things from happening. The problem that we are exhibiting is a problem of the heart and of the human condition. It is not a problem of a firearm. Because if you look back in China over 2 weeks ago, there were 12 stabbed in a kindergarten stabbing from China. China has no guns. The more and more that we go down this road, the more and more we see across the globe that where guns are restricted, people use different tools. In London, the knife violence is off the charts. In China, knife violence off the charts. In Russia, gun violence, even though extremely draconian gun laws. Then you've got Brazil, very extreme gun control laws, shootouts with the police, 20 people killed, or 25 people killed. The problems that we're exhibiting, guys, are problems that we have with people. They are not problems with tools. And the sooner that we figure that out on a national level, the sooner we can actually address the problems that are at hand in order to make a solution together in a unified front, because we are going to be unified. And we're going to pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. Guys, that's what I had for you tonight. Let me know what you think. And until tomorrow, I'm Braden. See you later.